What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another New Age Golf DFS preview. We got the Masters this week. We're excited. Everyone's excited for this one. Contests are absolutely massive, so let's not waste any time. Let's just get right into it. Big thing about this, couple of changes on the course on 11 and 15. We'll see if that makes a big difference. People are saying it makes the tee shots easier and that it's harder to go for it on 15. So maybe that lessens the eagle and birdie rate on 15 a little bit more. But just get right into the player pool. Scotty Scheffler, it's been amazing in truth. Played him at the match play, came first. Only bad really start has been the players, but other than that, he's just been very, very good. So it's going to be hard to make an argument to not play Scotty this week. I know he's 11K, and if he's going to be 10%, which is what the number that has been thrown around, everyone's going to think he's 10%. He's going to end up being 15, 20 maybe, but we'll see. I'll probably have some Scotty. It's hard to make cuts up here, though. Jon Rahm, course history is amazing. He keeps getting solid finishes. People will probably prefer the 200 discount over Scotty. I like Jon Rahm. Again, it's hard to make a cut on him, so I'm going to have a lot of Jon Rahm. He's just been good. If he can putt, he'll win this week. If he can't putt, he'll still probably come top 10. So Dustin Johnson, I'm not playing him. Missed the cut last year. Does have good history. Won the year before, but I just never play Dustin Johnson. I hope he gets some steam from his match play finish where he came fourth, but I'm not playing him. Justin Thomas, my favorite pick, my play to think that he's going to win this week. He's going to be high owned, probably second highest owned guy in the field. But man, his history here is just amazing. It just keeps getting better. And if you keep getting better from top 20 to 12th to 8th to 4th, that win it's got to come. And his recent history is just fantastic. I mean, his worst finish is 33rd, and he was in the bad wave with the players. So I love Justin Thomas. If he just needs to be able to putt. Same with Morikawa. His ball striking's too good. He can win here. We'll see. He hasn't been great recently, though. I've played him these last two. He's broken my heart. And then then he got smacked by Abe Answer in match play. But Colin's going to be tough for me to play at 10-2. But he does have the winning upside. GPP for sure. Cash, no. I'm sure the cash guy, it's either going to be Justin Thomas or it's going to be one of these 9K guys. Hovland's another one. He's a tough guy to just – I think he's going to be the lowest owned out of everyone. Him and DJ will probably be the lowest owned. The problem with Hovland is that he's just bad around the green. Now, is that a big thing? No. But he's just been – if he was maybe – 90, 99, say if he's the same price as Cam Smith, or if he was 97, then we'd be talking. Rory, I'm not playing him. Everyone said he's going to walk the field, miss the cut. I said it, I call it. I'm not going to play him this week, although he needs it for the career Grand Slam. He just hasn't shown life. He was just out of it. Maybe that's just him just getting 2 practice rounds in at a different course before heading there, but I'm not playing Rory. Cam Smith has just been, honestly, probably the second best guy behind Scotty when he plays. Win, cut, 33, win. And he's taken a couple weeks off to spend time with family. He's rejuvenated, ready to go. He has good course history here. I'm going to play Cam Smith. I'm sure a lot of people will. He's going to be high owned too. We'll see if he, can keep the ball in the fairway because he tends to get a little wacky with the driver sometimes, but he always can scramble well, can putt. That's a big thing. It's good having a good putter, and he is definitely a good putter. Jordan Spieth, played him last week. Was all right. I mean, he was a staple for me last week. Came 35th. That round 4, 67 bogey free. Might give him some mojo heading into this week. Loves Augusta, always plays well here. Even when he's been horrible everywhere else, he still finds a way to play well here. So he's another guy hard to cross off, but should he be more than Xander Cantley or Brooks Koepka? No. He should be 9K, but he's still going to get a lot of steam at 98. but it's hard to pay that price when better guys are below. Xander, another guy, Mr. Top 10 in majors himself. I'm not worried about the miscut at the Players, bad wave, 12th at Valspar. I mean, this guy's just a top 10 machine. I'll play Xander all day, any day. I don't know if he'll be in my main team, but definitely will be in GPP. Again, you can cross off a lot of guys at the bottom, but at the top, it's hard to cross off some guys. And you got to make stands. My favorite guys are Justin Thomas and John Rahm up top. And, so far in the 9K range, there's no one I hate. Cantlay, it's not California. It's not the FedEx Cup playoffs. He's been very mediocre recently. Maybe he can show some life, but I'm not willing to wait and see this week. So I'm not playing Cantlay. He's my first cross off of the range. Koepka, last year missed the cut here. Had a bad knee injury. Just came off surgery. Just played just to play. He's back this year. He's been good. When he makes a cut, he's contending. I think he can win this week. Another guy. He has that upside. He doesn't care about any of these garbage tournaments. This is what he cares about. Majors. This is his bread and butter. I'm going to play a lot of Brooks Koepka this week. As much as he is annoying and bad to root for because of his dull personality, I'll play him. Hideki won last year, obviously. Coming off the neck injury and the back injury, I'm just too scared of that. I don't mess with golfers who are injured ever. Seems to work out. You hear about, if you played Hideki last week, I don't know what you were doing, but yeah, I'm not playing Hideki. Zalatoris obviously came second in his first ever appearance here. If he can show life with the putter, I mean, his ball striking just that good. So I can't fault anyone for playing him. I'm never really a Willie Z guy, but yeah, it's 9,200 again. Is a little high. I wish he was a little cheaper. Bryson, I'm not playing. He says he's at 80%. Horrible course history, horrible recent history. I just can't play him. He just doesn't look like the same. Berger, as much as Berger's been pretty good, I'm not playing him here. I just don't like him here. Mediocre course history. Hasn't played here much, but a cut and then 2 50th places. That's not what you're looking for at 9K. Now we get into the 8K range. Louis, Mr. Major himself also. Not that he doesn't care about the other ones. This is just where he only plays well. A couple weeks off. He always contends, 8,900. I never play Louis anywhere but the majors, and that's going to stay here. I'm going to play a lot of Louis this week. Like him a lot. Good putter. Hopefully that can be ridden this week. Shane Lowry, same thing. He's a really good player. Couple weeks off. He's a guy who needs some rest. He's been really good this year. I would not fault anyone for playing him. I'll have a lot in GPP for sure. And then we get into the range that's just like, I don't know what to do with any of these guys. Gooch never has played here before. He's been all right, but he just seems way overpriced. Like, why is he more than Fitzpatrick and Connors? He's the same guy to me, but I can't pay 87 for Gooch. Sam Burns, he never played here either. Coming off a win, has been resting since. I might have some Sam Burns just as he should be low owned, so we'll see. And then, of course, the GOAT, Tiger. As much as I'm the biggest Tiger truther there is, one of my favorite players of all time. DFS and brain are not the same sometimes, so you got to probably fade him this week. Maybe if you're playing 150, you sprinkle him in just so you can root for him a little bit, but we'll all be rooting for him. Just will we have him in our DFS lineups? Probably not. Sungjae came second in 2020, then missed the cut last year. He's been very mediocre recently. I'm not sure if I can do it. 8,400. I mean, it's tough. Adam Scott, putting with the broomstick. I mean, really good course history here. Former winner, of course, but he's just another guy I can't stomach. I'd rather go to Joaquin Niemann, who's been pretty good recently. This course is perfect for him. Just needs to be able to put it all together, in a major. We haven't seen that yet, but I'll play Joaquin Niemann. Should be pretty low owned, to be honest. Tony Feno, very good at Augusta. Has been pretty bad this year, though. He always famous for his twisting his ankle before the tournament on the par 3 with his family. I don't know if I can play him this week. Maybe, though. He has treated me well here in the past. Tyrrell Hatton, I'm not playing. Abe Answer, apparently he withdrew because of COVID, but that's not confirmed. I don't know if he's even been to the course this week yet, so that's something to keep an eye on. I'm not going to play him, though. He hasn't shown upside yet. Sergio, former winner here, has missed 3 cuts since his last win here. Kind of terrifying, but he's been good. I've been playing some Sergio. So maybe a sprinkle of Sergio. Sprinkle of Henley, too. Just make sure the cameras aren't on him. And if he's in contention, you don't want to look at how he's doing because he'll be doing fine, and then they show him, and then he'll be driving the ball out in the water or something. So I like him, though, as much as I just slandered him. I like Russell Henley. I hope he doesn't come in that owned. Fitzpatrick, can never go wrong with Fitzpatrick, ever. I mean, he's just so solid all around, good putter. See if he can put it all together. This is a course that should fit his eye. Fleetwood, I'm not playing Fleetwood. He's just not a big game hunter. Paul Casey coming off the back injury or back spasms or whatever it was. I can't play guys like that. If none of that happened and we just knew that he was healthy, Paul Casey, probably the most popular guy in the field, right? I'm sure people will be tentative to play him, but when he plays, he's good. When he's, but I don't know if he's 100%, he tees off on one, oh, my back hurts, and then you're out, and then you're dusted. So I don't want to have to deal with that. Corey Connors, probably the most owned guy in this whole range. Probably my favorite guy in the whole range, too. Has played a lot of golf recently. I heard an interview saying that he's just trying to take it easy the first couple days here, and then he's going to be back to himself and just, he's been good here, though. Top 10 in 2020, top 30 in 2021. I'll play some Corey Connors here. Definitely a cash staple for sure. Probably the highest owned guy, like I said, in this range. Webb Simpson, pretty good course history. Has been just very mediocre, though, since returning from his neck injury. So I don't know if I can do it. 7,500 is a good price, though. I mean, you're telling me he's 1,200 worse than Gooch? No. So don't mind that. Justin Rose, former winner here, but he has been struggling here and recently. So I don't know if I can do it. Maybe a sprinkle or two, but those are the guys who are hard to stomach. Billy Horschel has been good. Course history isn't great, but he's probably getting some steam just because of how good he's been. But just never a fun roster. And watching him putt and his mannerisms, I don't know, just not a guy to watch. So this is interesting. Fat Pat Reed, he's shown some life, after 3 missed cuts, 26 at the Players, mediocre at the match play. His course history here, even again, like Spieth, when he's playing bad, he'll still find a way to do well here. So I hope he's low owned because I'll have my fair share of Patrick Reed. Bubba Watson, Augusta's meant for lefties, former winner here. He hasn't been great this season, but I'll play some Bubba for sure. GPP, lefty, good memories for him. Former winner, of course. Mark Leishman, good price. He's just been meh recently. So I don't know. We'll see if I can get there. I am usually a Leishman truther, but and his price is good, but he's getting talked up a lot. I don't know if I can do it. Seamus Power, I like him in garbage fields, not in majors, so I'll pass. Kokrak, horrible course history, hasn't been playing well. Siwoo, I like this week. He's been trending in the right direction here. Was in contention, I believe, last year until he threw his putter in the water or broke or something. He was putting with like a hybrid or something. That was pretty funny because he can't putt anyways. 13th at Valero. I'll play a lot of Siwoo. I think he's a really good play this week. I think he might get some steam at the bottom, but this is a range where from Kokrak down to Seabez, it becomes very interesting. These are a lot of guys who are in play to finish up your lineups. So Max Homa, horrible course history, hasn't made a cut here ever. I'm going to pass. I hope he gets owned because I think he's a horrible play this week here. I know he's been good recently, but here, no. McIntyre, my favorite guy. Definitely having him in my main team. Probably a good cash play. Should be the highest owned guy here. Top 12 last year. That's why he's back in the field this year. I'm playing him. He just doesn't do you wrong. 7K, and yes, 6 of 6, probably going to be like 25-30%. So you're going to need another top 12 from him or something. I think he can do it. Lefties at Augusta is a real thing. Phil Mickelson, Bubba Watson. I'm playing Bobby McIntyre. Maybe he can get a win. Luke List. So I heard an interview with him this morning. He lives here, so he's sleeping in his own bed this week. I played him last week. Kind of was hurtful after the first round. If he can putt, he really has the game to win. As crazy as that sounds, he's been good. He was good to start the year. If he can putt, he can win here. Seriously. But that's one thing you got to count on. And Cam Young, same thing. He is really good. He's been really good this season. I'll probably have him too. I'm sure. Like, this is a real stacked range in terms of these guys being this cheap. I prefer these guys over the top of the range, to be honest, over Answer and Hatton and Sergio. I prefer these guys. So I like Cam Young, like List, like McIntyre, like Siwoo. It's tough to make cross-offs. Woodland, same thing. He seems way too cheap. I mean, he's been really good. He's too cheap. He should not be 6,900. He should be, 7,600. So I'll have a lot of Gary Woodland. Really good play this week. Westwood has just been terrible. No. Francesco, choked a Tiger, has been mediocre. Pass. Harmon, I love Harmon this week. Lefties at Augusta. I'll say it again. Brian Harmon, fifth at Valspar. I like him this week. Came tied 12th, I believe, last year also. So I like him. The Georgia Bulldog, if that you're into that narrative, I like that a lot. So I'll play Harmon for sure. Kisner, Georgia Bulldog. I just don't like Kisner. I know he just had a good finish at the match play. I just never play him. I don't like him. Kevin Na, never Kevin Na. Seabez, I'll play him. But he just doesn't have upside at it. He's a cut maker, but he doesn't have upside, right? So we'll see what he can do. I mean, you're expecting a 40th place finish from him when you're playing him. So you better hope you have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the rest of your team when playing him. Hoagie never has played here before. I don't mind him, though. He's been good. So maybe a sprinkle of Hoagie. I'm sure he'll be the highest owned guy, maybe like 10% down here. But a pivot off of Hoagie that I like a lot. His course history is only when he withdrew Eric Van Rooyen. But 6,700, he's just been playing good golf. I like him. I hope he comes in like 2-3%, maybe quadruple the field on that, like play 15% EVR. I think he has the upside to come top 5 here, seriously. So I like EVR a lot. JJ Spawn, I never play guys after wins unless they're like actually good. There's a fluky win for JJ Spawn, so I'll pass. Peters, no. Straka, maybe. Never has played here before. I know he went to Georgia. I know he's Austrian, but he went to Georgia. 9th at the Players. I like him this week, to be honest. I think he's going to get some steam, though, which is fine. I mean, just differentiate other places. Like Straka. I actually, as crazy as this sounds, Camp Champ, even when he's playing bad, too, he's played well here. He's just been pathetic. I mean, but, when he puts it all together, he's right up there. That's the scary part. So maybe a sprinkle of Camp Champ. Never Varner. He just gets nervous too much. Palmer. Broke my heart last week after the first 2 good days. Matt Wolf, if just like Champ, when he puts it all together, he'll probably win the damn thing, but he's just been horrible, so I'll pass. But, I mean, GPP, sure. Min Woo's been terrible, so I'll pass. Cam Davis, maybe. He has the game to win here, but he's been kind of terrible, too. Stuart Sink, no. Zach Johnson, former winner, made the cut at Valero. 13th, actually. Played a sprinkle, talked him up last week. I don't mind him here either. You don't need to bomb it here. You just need to be able to keep the ball in play, and you'll be good to go. So I like Zach Johnson for sure. Just a little bit, though. Herbert's never played here. I don't know. Maybe if the winds pick up or something. Glover broke my heart last week after a good start. Higgs, no. Swafford, no. Higo. Lefties at Augusta. I'll probably sprinkle in some Higo. He's not been good either, though. So we'll see. But maybe a sprinkle of Higo, just because lefties, Mac Hughes, if he can make every 65-footer, sure, but his course history is kind of meh. Danny Willett, of course, former winner. Hasn't played well here since he won, but, if it gets tough, you expect the Europeans to do well. Cage Lee broke my heart. No, Guido's been terrible. As much as I want to play him, he's just been horrible. And then, just to do everyone a favor here, do not play any of these guys. Maybe Kanai is the only playable guy. Don't play any of these guys. Don't play VJ or Freddie Couples or Oyarthabal. Don't do that to yourself. So yeah, my favorite plays though of the whole week, I believe, are Justin Thomas, Brooks Koepka, and Bobby Mack. So hopefully you guys crush this week. We'll have showdowns for every single day for this. MLB coming up same day as this. Is exciting week, Champions League in soccer. But we'll see you all later. Thank you and peace.